Alright, you guys. Here comes a freaking modern classic from Lizard Cube and Guard Crush Games. Axel Stone and Blaze Fielding. And the game is, if you guys did not figure it out already, Streets of Rage 4! So, welcome everybody. If you guys have followed our podcast, The Biscuit Friend Speakeasy, I gave a review of this game in episode 4 of our series. Oh, how fortuitous, talking about Streets of Rage 4 in the 4th episode. That's kind of neat. I freaking love this game, and it's super cool, and it's also a nice little quick game, so I thought this would be a fun thing we could do real quick on the channel, play through the story mode of Streets of Rage 4. Now normally, I would kind of be like, beat 'em ups, especially one of the classic Streets of Rage series. That's probably going to be really damn challenging. I don't know if I'm up to this challenge. Well, buckle up, because I have actually played this. This is not a blind Let's Play. This is me playing through it a second time, so I know I can do this, although I might switch up the characters I play as, and that might change things a little. I might make things a little interesting on that front. We'll see. But I'm confident I can do this. It'll take a few tries on some of the tougher levels, but I think I can beat this game, so have no fear, guys. Buckle up, because I think this game's awesome, and I hope you guys enjoy it as well. Let's get right into the story. This is something I messed around with. Let's just, to make it all empty, let's empty that and get ready to select a new game. We're gonna play on normal, because, yeah, like I said, I'm confident I can beat this game, but that's on normal. I don't know what it becomes like when you gear up. Well, actually, I've read online people's impressions. The enemy variety is much more massive on the higher difficulties, and the AI will really exploit you and use every opening it can to mess with you, so you have to really kind of memorize enemy placements and figure out the right ways to deal with them, so not for me, thank you. Well, for a nice, just a good, honest challenge, we are going to do that. There's also good training, because I have some other games I do want to play on the channel. Obviously, Yakuza is kind of a beat-em-up series, and I do want to jump into the next part of that eventually. Not sure when, but at some point. But also, River City Girls is on the short list of games I'd like to play, and that's a beat-em-up as true as it comes. So, might as well get some practice with Streets of Rage, which is a nice little easy deal. So, we have 4 characters to play as: Axel, Blaze, Cherry, Floyd. I've also ignored this. This is something that is unlocked in the story mode, because I've played the story through once already. Adam is already unlocked. We're not going to be playing as him in this playthrough. Apologies to Adam fans. I think he's cool, but the story is more about these 4 characters, which is why I'm going to be rocking them throughout the levels. I don't know. Well, I might change my mind. I'm fickle like that, but I'm thinking we're going to go with these 4. Of course, I've also managed to unlock one of the classic characters, so as you gain points throughout the game, you go along this point track, which unlocks more and more characters. Classic pixely Streets of Rage characters. First, there's the Streets of Rage 1 Axel, which I've heard that the Streets of Rage 1 characters are kind of boring to play in this game, because there was less gameplay features in the first Streets of Rage, and they've kind of retained that, so you don't have a lot of tricks to pull as a SOR1 character. Which I have to say, this isn't burdened with a super complex gameplay system in the first place, so I can't imagine what you'd cut out of it. But Alright, let's go with the main guy first. Our hero Axel here. He's gotten a little older since Streets of Rage 3. You can see he's a bit chunkier than his early 20s look here, and he's got that kind of cool beard going. But he's still raring to go to save. Oh, I forget what it says. A really silly name, the city in this. But anyway, we're gonna save this city and the Streets of Rage from the Syndicate. So let's get in there. No, I'm not gonna call in a player 2, unfortunately, this time. This is a solo run for myself. So, 10 years have passed since the fall of Mr. X and his syndicate. The city has been at peace until now. A new crime empire has arisen, corrupting everything good in the city. It is rumored to be led by Mr. X's own children, the Y Twins. Former detectives Axel Stone and Blaze Fielding joined forces with their old friend's daughter, Cherry Hunter, along with Floyd Iraya, an apprentice of the brilliant Dr. Zan. Together, these 4 vigilantes stand against the Y Syndicate on the Streets of Rage. Look at these heroes! They're so cool! I love them all. Although I do have to pick favorites, so I don't love them all equally, I hate to say it. And in fact, Axel is, well, he's cool. He's an alright, he's a balanced character. He's nice to play as. Here we are. Listen to that music from classic Sega composer Yuzo Koshiro. Most of this soundtrack in this game is made by Olivier de Rivière, a French composer, and he basically composed all of the stage themes, except this one, which is heavily based on classic Streets of Rage Level 1 themes, this song. This is, of course, Yuzo Koshiro is returning for this one. Apart from that, Mr. Koshiro and a bunch of Sega classic composers, and a couple of others, I'll have to look up some names, I don't remember the names off the top of my head otherwise, are guesting here making all of the boss music, so we'll be hearing that later. Listen to that jam. Get some money. Oh, this Garcia wants to mess with us. There we go. That's how you deal with them. So, Streets of the Rage gameplay. You got the basic combo you can do. Axel, of course, it doesn't combo if I'm whipping in the air, but you could see I could do I think it was like 3 or 4 hits and then a big kick to send the enemy flying. So basic combo. Then we have a jump, and we can attack while jumping. There's a different attack depending on a neutral jump or a forward jump, so that will be an option. Another important thing, you saw me do the grand upper, is if you tap twice forward into an attack, you pull off, I believe it's called a blitz move, that's right. So that is a kind of another option. It's a good combo ender. You saw me finish that one Garcia off with it. And it kind of moves a little forward moving, so it's a little mid-range move. Some of the other characters have more range to it. Look at that, I got that Garcia from afar. Boom. Bork him. Oh yeah, okay. Now, then, there's also grapples. You saw me do that. There's also back attacks. Oh, this guy, he dodged my back attack. So if you hit backwards and punch, that'll make a little... If a guy is sneaking up on you, you can deal with that. Now, you saw me grapple. There, I did it again. There is no button for grapples. All you have to do is walk into the enemy, and you get a grapple. And then you can smack them while you're in the grapple, or you can flip over them, or you can throw them behind you. So there's some options once you grapple an enemy, and that will be important in certain enemy types that we get those grapples off. So the easiest way to grapple is to walk in from below or above an enemy and grab them. If you come from forwards, you can technically grapple an enemy as well, but there's a very real chance that they'll hit you on the way, especially later enemies with better AI. With circle, you pick up items off the ground. You can pick up health and score. You can also pick up weapons. Oops, I hit the wrong button there. Oh man, we're introduced to these knife-wielding Galcias. They are a problem. Ah, like you can see, I'm actually... Yeah. Look at that, air combo. Oh shit, if an enemy flashes red, they are coming in for a grapple of their own, as you saw from that yellow signal, so... Gotta deal with that. Right, here's the thing. Okay, so... We can shank a guy if we pick up a weapon, just like this. Or hit them if it's a regular weapon. If you hit circle, you'll drop the weapon. If you hit forward plus circle, it'll toss the weapon, which is what I meant to do there, but of course I screwed it up. That's what I meant to do, is give a toss to that guy. Eat that, Donovan. Oof! Okay. Now there's an immediate lesson in enemy types. You saw that Donovan punched me out of the air when I jumped at him. Donovan-type enemies have really good anti-air, so jumping at them is kind of a fool's errand, you might say. What was that rumbling? Was that just a subway? There we go. I mean, I found that you can kind of get... There we go. You can kind of get a Donovan with a jump attack if you get that early in there, but if you time it just a little bit too late, that Donovan will catch you out of the air, and that's no bueno. Come on, give me some. Perfect. Turkey dinner will give you full health restore. Just what I needed after my beat down here. No, you don't. Okay, check this. So I hit the triangle. That does a special, which you just saw there. Is this big defensive move that gets enemies on both sides. And you notice that little green blip on my health up there. Using specials costs a little bit of health. However, I think it's introduced in Streets of Rage 4. There is Bloodborne rules, so you get a little green blip of health after using a special, and you can refill that health if you score hits at an enemy, just like I did there. Oof! Ah. See, even if I whiff the special, I can still get the health back if I do normals after whiffing it. Pick that up. And there's 3 types of specials. I showed both of them to you. There's the defensive special, is just a neutral triangle tap. You will do like a big kind of that hits on both sides of you, so that's good if enemies are coming on both sides of you. Then you have a forward special. I'll show it on this guy right here. Just drop my pipe there. Which is like, it does a ton of damage forwards, and it really like shuts down an enemy. So if you have like a pack of enemies in front of you, the forward special is a perfect choice in that situation. You also have a jump special, which is if you're jumping in and you realize, oops, I'm jumping into a Donovan, I need to pull off a big attack, you can pull off the jumping special. I'll admit, I did not use those very much. Oh god! That was a good ambush. Pick up that apple. Oh, here he's come from. Red flash means that he's coming for a grapple. There is also wall bounce in this game, as you can see, Tekken rules, if you will. So if you get an enemy tossed, it is worth it to juggle them, or try to get them juggled off a wall. Oops, I meant to do the air combo, but didn't quite work out. As you can see, the cost thing, it's worth it if enemies are about to get on you, because you're going to take damage anyway, so might as well pull off a little bit of damage with your with your move and still get damaged yourself. Yeah, okay, I failed the jump combo, so we didn't get to show that off. Another thing that I don't really use very often in this game, but it is an option, you can charge a strong attack by holding down square. So you can see for Axel, again, kind of like his blitz move, that provides a little bit of forward momentum, that kick there. So that probably has its utilities, and I'm not going to say don't use it, I'm just saying my play style, I never really ended up really using that. There we go. Shut that guy down. You saw my toss actually carried me toward the enemy there. That was not intended, that was just a little lucky thing on my part. And let's destroy that car. Oh yeah, I have not used these star moves yet. That's basically your ultimate. It's even bigger than the special move, and it costs 1 star. So it's done by hitting triangle and circle. I'll probably use it soon. That's like when you're in real deep doo-doo and you want to, like, clear it. Let's show it off. Like, there we go. He just a huge fire cyclone. I'm pretty confident I can clear this level without, even while using that special there. So we'll see. We'll see. Give me that knife. You can also... Did I... No, I didn't do it because the knife vanished. You can catch weapons out of the air as well, which is kind of a fun little thing you can do. Oh, look at that. Got to time that. That was a bit of a risk going in on those Donovans with a jump, but I thought I'd give it a little go. There we go. I believe... Oh, no, that was not a... Oh, shit. Here we go. Kubo. is this pipe-wielding robot. It's our first real challenge. Ow! Oh, God. He's a little tricky. Oh, yeah, you see that he flashes white like that? Well, normally you... Okay, you can't grapple an enemy when they're flashing white like that. I don't think? I don't know, we'll see. In that case, they're in a state that can't be a grapple. Oh, shit, this guy. I'm not gonna use that turkey quite yet. There we go. Finish him off with the... Finish Kubo off with the special there. So that's like a, oh yeah, I beat that boss. But then I realized, holy crap, that was only the halfway point of this level. That was just a mini-boss, because on my first playthrough I was kind of low on resources at this point. I was like, ooh boy. So I felt like a hero for beating that guy until I realized that was not the full extent of this level. Okay, so... Alright, so I guess these guys are called Dylans because this basic enemy type is called Dylan. These guys have even better anti-air than Donovan. I've never been really able to... See, look at that, because they jump in the air themselves and cancel you, so... I've never really been able to get jump attacks on them. They're pretty susceptible to grapples. Come on, Dylan. Come at me? Okay, no. They also... You see them scoot down like that? They're gonna be preparing a jump, so you wanna move vertically to avoid their jumps at that point. So you can see there's a stage hazard here, is this little electricity here. That's a classic of a beat-em-up, is stage hazards. I didn't really get any of the enemies on them. I think you saw one guy get zapped by them, but that's a thing to watch out for as well. But... Didn't quite let... Okay. Now, when these guys start walking in with their knives, they just have one humongous hitbox in front of them. So, the easiest thing... Jumping into them is the easiest way to deal with them, because they kind of home in on you. There we go. Oops, no, meant to toss that. Go, he was about to... I think he was about to jump in on me. Ow! Okay, electricity on the ground. There we go. Ooh, no, you don't. Ooh, crap. I only got one of them. I kind of wanted to catch a group of them. Ooh, this guy's coming in with his pipe. Let's pipe it up. Ooh, I think I got an extra life there. Yeah, I got one extra life. When you get enough score, you get that. Oh, look at this. It's on this trap here. There we go. Ah, perfect. Another health refill. Ooh, that apple actually heals a lot. Not gonna complain at all. Oh, I see. We probably would have been coming more forward and grab that apple in the middle of the fight, but now we get this chicken dinner here. We'll just do that. This is kind of a fun sequence. Get in this subway car, and this guy's coming in with a knife, so... There we go. Took him out before he became a problem. Hello there! Can you help me? I'm trying to stop the Syndicate. Okay, no, you're gonna fight us. Here's the first boss, Diva. Alright, check that. Boss has an unbreakable move. A little lesson there. She fights us with... Is it a... I guess it's a snake? Ow, ooh, well, that was a counter. Oh. I haven't been using my Grand Upper very much today. I just realized. I'm gonna try to finish some combos off with it a little bit more. Oh, yeah, grapple you. Get her in a grapple loop. Nice. Oh, let's... Ah, I have not escaped this at all, this damn... Oh, big one from there. I'm gonna grab that chicken dinner before this get any filthier. So this is a classic in Streets of Rage bosses, is that they get ads. It's in a beat 'em up, it's actually kind of okay. Well, it depends on how tough the boss is. It's one way of making it just a little bit more trickier then. There we go. Ooh, yeah, look at that. Oh, shit, with the knife, you... Ooh, and then she had the unbreakable at that moment. Oh, I'm gonna get shocked again. There we go. Yeah. Fair enough. See, I'm like, is it a snake or an electric eel? But it definitely looked like a snake. She just has weird electric powers with her snake there. Come Come on, so that guy's called Kevin. I think Streets of Rage fans always refer to enemy types by the name of the most basic of that enemy. Sent them flying there a little bit. I mean, I'm gonna lose up. There we go. I lost a life. Couldn't do this. Couldn't do this on one life. Oh well. Such is life. Ow, ow, ooh, look at that. She did a combo of her own. Not bad. I'll give her that. Oof! Ah, look at that. I think she doesn't do that in phase 1, now that she leveled up, though. Oh! Almost got her before she got that off. She, look, her health is on a sliver. There we go. First boss down. Oh yeah, stage 1 clear. Oh yeah. Ah, my health bonus wasn't great. It's only a C. Oh well. I'll take it. Now let's see. Okay, so here's what I like about Streets of Rage 4 compared to the previous series. If you game over, you do not have to start the game all over from the beginning. This is not that arcadey. You can just jump back into the stage you were just in and play that stage. So that's much more kind of morale boosting for me than if I had to start from stage 1 every time, like a classic arcade beat 'em up. That's kind of the biggest deal breaker for me, is it's so demoralizing to have to go all the way back. And I know, of course, it's supposed to be like you just gotta practice, put the time in, and get good at the game. I get that all, but like I've always struggled with the kind of motivation to improve myself in a game like this. So this is a nice little kind of a, you know, making up for that, a little I'm losing the word, like when two parties make a deal with each other, a compromise. Oh my god, how the hell did I blank out on that word? There's a nice compromise that you can at least continue from the stage you left off. And you can change players. You can always pick a different character for a level. You don't have to go through the whole game with the one character you picked at the start. So, let's do the next level with Blaze, why don't we? We'll see how that goes. I'm gonna go, yeah, that's the thing, I'm gonna go through all these 4 guys, and we'll see about after that who I pick. I think I'll do these 4 guys, then the 4 again in order, and then we'll have 4 more levels. I'll think about it. I might actually then do it in reverse order, is my kind of thinking here. Or we might toss Adam into the mix at some point, but we've got to wait until he becomes part of the story before to do that, you know. Alright, let's get in with Blaze.
Bring it on.
I realize that if you want the old school experience, maybe it's kind of devaluing that you can play them just level by level. I get that. There is an arcade mode where you have to beat the whole thing in one sitting, but that's unlocked after beating the story mode. So, old school fans, treat the story mode as an extended practice run on the real thing, which is the arcade mode, if you really want that to happen. For me, I'm good with just the story mode.
Now, Diva, tell us what's going on with this city.
This new organization, they're too powerful. They control everything and everyone. There's one man who could help you, the Grand Master of Chinatown. He used to be a friend of theirs. Looks like it's too late, though. They already found you. Axel! Police? So this, I thought, was immediately, what a cool twist. The police are actually against us this time? And we end up getting arrested. Oh my goodness. Because I guess, you know, vigilanteism just isn't gonna do. So here we end up in waking up in a prison cell with a bunch of other Syndicate goons arrested by the cops, and we are gonna have to arrange our own escape. So now we're playing as Blaze, and I'm gonna admit, she's my least favorite of the characters to play as. In fact, like, I went through that nice guide of what Axel's tricks are. I can't remember what Blaze's things are, so let's see. Her blitz move. Okay, so her blitz is that kind of flip kick. He shows Sodan, something like that. It looks like that carries a little bit more forward than Axel's Grand Upper, because it's got a bit of forward momentum and a jump to it, so that's cool. Blaze in general has a little bit more aerial. Look at that. Look at that hitbox extend with her leg. We might catch some Dylans with that jump attack. I'll have to give it a test at some point. And her specials, well, let's give it a go. I'll give it a go in a fight. I don't want to waste health on that. Uh-oh, what's going on here? So that's a forward special? Okay, and the neutral defense special is a backflip, all right? Ferocchio. Yeah, we got a lot of Italian cops down here. Got a situation down here in the precinct. Oh, gonna send in all the guys you got. Oh, the prisoners are rioting. Oh, send in the guys. So this is the fun of this level, is we have to fight both the police and Syndicate thugs attacking this place. Oh shit, here comes Officer Dick. So he's got more health than Ferocchio's, and he likes to grapple, as you just saw there with that red flash. So I'm gonna have to play it close here. Let's do a charge attack. Oh, wow, spinning back fist. That's some good stuff. That had a good range, too. Oh, that got nice aerial hits. So as you can see, the cops and the Syndicate thugs will fight each other, which is kind of a fun mechanic. It's because I think these cops are they're not all corrupt, I think, although I think the implication is that they are on the Y-Twins bankroll. But a lot of the cops are actual police doing their job, so they will deal with other thugs as well. Unfortunately, they see a group of vigilantes like us, and they just count as just more of the riffraff, so... Okay, oh my god, this guy is rough. I forget this cop's name. He has a taser, as you saw. And he loves to back off from you. Okay, he's called Barney, that's right. He loves to back off from you, and then charge in to melee you. And hit him with a grapple, which allows him to, like, to taser you, which really sucks. So these Barney types are one of the worst enemies in the game, for sure, because they come so fast once they play so evasively until they begin their charge, and then they come so fast. I'm really bad at reacting to them. But we'll make do. We will make do. Excellent! By the way, I should say, like a lot of beat-em-ups, the first level, pretty easy. Second level, immediate ramping up. The encounters are challenging, and the boss is really challenging, so this indeed might take us a couple of tries. I'm not gonna lie, I might mess up on the boss. I might need all of my extra lives for this one. Look at that, you can interrupt one of your own combos to pull off a special if it looks like that you're getting in trouble. Here we go! This is called Officer Murphy. Yep, that's a reference if there ever was one. At first, I was like, oh my god, this guy is impossible, because... Look at this, he takes no hit stun while you break his shield, and he's fine to hit you. But his big weakness, as you saw there, is if you jump at the right time, he cannot hurt you. So you beat a Murphy by getting in their face, beating them up, and then timing your jumps carefully to avoid their baton swings. That's the way to deal with them. So yeah, let me tell you, if we were playing this blind, this would have been a humongous roadblock for me, this part of the game. But fortunately, I happen to have some prior knowledge on how to deal with Murphys. We'll see how it goes as we get more of those enemies.